Alright. Yo. Let me also turn this on. Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We'll continue along with the last bit of line art that I need to get done for this piece. Along with the whatever fixes need to happen with the existing lines, namely the head here is a little horrific. Well, there's some here. Okay. What do we need to do here? Yep. Bring. I'll just redo this whole back part of the sheet here. This probably should go much more in. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Bring it. Do I just bring it in a whole bunch? That's exactly what I had before. Oh dear, not that. Where do I need this part of the head to come down, ideally? Like right about here. Do I need it to be that high up? There was another question. That ain't it. And why did I hate this? Let's put that over there. I want to bring it out more. Go like here. This goes into here. It's also a question how far out I want to bring this. That doesn't feel right for the shape though. How does that feel? I don't just curve in too aggressively. What's my pin not feeling quite right? This side? Maybe they're cheating them. Or how's that feel? That feels more suitable. Okay, we'll go with that. Do you need to deal with a necklace? I don't think that can wait. Over here. It's gonna go like that. I need to bring this in earlier. Hmm. How do I feel about where her shoulder's actually sitting? That's also not a factor here, isn't it? Well, regardless. I could just stick a symmetrical ruler right down the middle here and work on it like that, but... I'm actually gonna judge this by the ears. Man, my wrist does not work at that angle. What else line do I want here? That, oh, that thing's cool. Work with that. And then cheek looks about right. Well, don't do that. Okay, so we do need to have the ear. As a heavily defined piece here. Do I draw in these loops first? Or do I draw them later? Just define this a little bit more. It's a piercing. Unless I really want to make them shiny, I don't need much more detail than 2 dots. Something like that. This ear is going to be a little bit below the hair, so... Alright, let's go the way my wrist actually works. How thin do I want this piece? Of hair here. Pop that out. What? I'm gonna want to stick one more line through like here. This has to wrap around her head. Sure. Don't know if I made this eye longer than the other one. It's like so eyeballed into here. Hello, how you doing? Let's go. Let's pop that in like that. Sure. Alright, stick that in like Don't do that. Anyways, welcome to the stream. Going through the last bunch of lines that make up Kayoko's upper body, and then I'll deal with the very annoying part that I have fully ignored, which may become a problem. And we'll see how much I end up losing my mind, but unfortunately, the bit that I have fully ignored involves jewelry, so I very well may end up losing my mind over it. Okay, I actually do need a. Oh, that's a very clear and distinctive mole right there. How much does their hair stick through there? I feel like I should break this up a little bit. How can I break this up a little bit if I go... And then it could also go something like... Indeed. Is that where I asked, what the hell are you studying that requires you to read? Marco Polo. Not like I really have much right to talk about what people read for the academics. And that's also another one of those very random things that I have a fun story for. In history, oh way. How do we want to do this? We want to bring this around her neck. At least you're reading historical records, and it probably makes at least some sense to 90% of the world. My claim to fame for readings during university include going onto Google Scholar and typing in hentai to look for my scholarly papers, so that happened. That is the thing that I tell anyone who is considering going to university. It's like, yeah, you might read some interesting things, but I read academic papers about hentai. Oh, way. Doesn't that fall more under like law than it would fall under history? Or is it already old enough that it counts as history? Yeah, I had a Iraqi friend who really likes joking about all the stuff that happened during that period. So it's my image of it is probably like a little bit skewed. I was just thinking, like, isn't the Iraqi invasion by the US more law than what you call it, history? I want to bring her. Don't want to bring this too far down because we need to keep the body tilted. When you say law is history, most of it is. This is the dumb things people decided they could do, and this is why we now have a law against it. It's like 90% of like, was it legal history? Well, at least that's how it feels most of the time. How do we do this? Just bring the arm down here. It's like elbow's like right about there. And I can hide the rest of her hand just back there somewhere. Man, the fact that I was like genuinely old enough to have a good memory of all of the stuff that happened around that period, then I guess there's no longer recent history, but that really makes me feel old. Like, how far up do I want to bring this? Did I actually like say all that stuff before the whole thing happened though. I felt like that's like all the stuff that came out more as like classified stuff that they pulled out of their ass later to like not have the whole world hate them or something. I mean, I'm talking out my ass. I really don't care about politics. Bring this over the top. How was that? Need a line in here for her armpit. Oh, you know, when it comes down to it, the thing that ends up advancing technology the fastest is war, so... It's like every part of human history where there's been a very quick advancement, it was caused by war. What we want to do here, we're going to wrap this all the way around. You know, as people like to say it, the reason computers exist is because they had to be used to decipher encrypted messaging. It wasn't because someone decided they wanted to play Pong. I'll go with that. We want to bring this arm so that we're reaching outwards. What's happening to the arm here? This needs to stretch more this way. Okay. Oh, don't we all? We just live to really forget it all after a while and just let the modern day brain rot take hold. On the note of brain rot, actually, Stream Elements on their Discord. I did see recently that they were announcing their own multi-streaming like built-in plugin to their plugin. So it might actually be feasible to send the stream out to TikTok. Oh, wait. And so we can all brain rot together. Let's do that. You know, as everyone likes to joke about it, the past was the worst. Oh, wait. How do we need to do this? Let's just get you and go. That ain't it. I haven't balanced this very well, have I? No, I have not. I think if I want to do her mouth like this, I have to go like that and then go like that. And then also line it up a little bit better with her chin. Also, if you were to go back to medieval Europe, even if you were to speak English in a English-speaking, well, territory, were they countries yet, or were they just territories at that point, like state, or like statedoms or statehoods? But the accent and the way sentences are constructed would be so different that you wouldn't be able to understand them. Let's go like that. Like what states kind of implies what a republic. Because everyone had to be owned by someone back in the day. Oh, wait. Got that. I was saying is that it really wasn't that long ago that we were still doing castle warfare. If you look at the grand scheme of history. Dear. I have not aligned this correctly. What the hiccup did I do here that makes this... This is what the Dark... What did the Dark Age line up with? Was it the Middle East? The empires in the Middle East, or was it the empires in Asia? It was like around the same time that they were like, those were flourishing or something. I mean, all of my knowledge mostly comes from edutainment videos on YouTube, so it's a little spotty. I mean, I think my favorite joke about history that came up in one of those videos was that ancient Egypt is proof that slavery worked. You just have to pay them well and make sure that they can keep up their health and keep working for you. Because it's almost like workers with good morale will get a better job done than people you just treat like objects. Well, something like that, because there was like general proof or something that Egyptian slaves actually had like pretty good living conditions and they were taken care of properly. Yeah, it's like, it turns out that happy workers do better jobs and they're less likely to get pissed off at you in revolt. Like, it's like, funny that. Okay, how's that work? What, the pyramids? Go like that. Let's go. Let's go like that. Well, let's just not have this at all and just imply that there's something here. We'll make it smaller. Well, I'm just a shitty engineer that isn't using a degree, so... I'm just happy to learn stuff occasionally nowadays. Where do I want to put the back of the table? Like here? Oh, wait. My hair's not that long, is it? Could consider going into the gap here and going... It's like breaking up the hair a little bit here. Just to give it a little bit more shape. Okay, where's R? That feels okay. And that feels a little bit off, just a tad. Circle's like on the what, inside of this. I'm gonna leave that. Okay, then. Seems that circle is off center over head. Do I want any of this sticking out the bottom? Sure, why not? What is this? This is... Then we need this. What is the best way to do this? We need point. This has to go wop like this. Sharper, sharper. Okay, do I actually need to have the thumb through here? But not really. There's the sun. That shot's going to be fine. What does that mean here? Do that. Okay. Sure. Alright. Where is her head not being hit by random bits of light? Let us take this. And I'm now going to proceed to as a very poor idea, just plop all of the flat colors onto one layer, not like that. This is hair, this is hair, this is hair, yeah. This is hair. This is all hair here. This is all hair here. Yeah, I need to change some settings on it because right now it doesn't fill some parts as nicely as it should. But I can't work out what settings I'm supposed to change, and there's always the general problem that if I change something incorrectly, it might cause the whole thing to just not work correctly. Actually, wait, what's happening here? All of this should be the same color. It's just hair coming down her back. So her hair is long enough to support that. The question is it back here as well? If it's all the way down like that, then in theory what I need to do... particularly in this spot here, I want to... Because her hair is like curly in the stress version of her. Just break it up a little bit and go... and kind of make it look like it's like folding over the chair a little bit. So have it like here, here, and here. I mean, you kind of see like all of the gaps that aren't filled in right now, which is why we're gonna do the beautiful green screen again to fill in the gaps. Skin from... Alright. Do I try and do that necklace? Oh, that's so unnecessarily intricate. It's like, it's not just loops either, those are vines. You can kind of see like a little bit of a texture and the variation in thickness. But those are vines looping around with flowers growing off it. Well, at least that's what it looks like. How do we do this? Okay, I'm making a new layer for this. I'm not messing around with this. Neck. I don't think I did Kayoko's thing hang off her neck properly either. I think there's like a little bit hang off as well. But do I remove the collarbone for now? Alright, yeah, I probably should remove the collarbone. Which layer is this? Let's get this out. Actually, no, I kind of need depth of spacing. Alright, well. The key portion of this is actually the flower. Which... if I draw too small, I can't color it either, which is a little annoying. But the basic premise of this necklace is that it has a 3-point petal, like so. Then underneath that, it has a second 3-point petal as a second layer. Then there is a second flower here that basically does the exact same thing. Hmm. Well, kinda looks like it's doing the exact same thing. It doesn't really. It looks like those are splaying outwards. Oh. This is 100% the bit where I say I tried. Or do I actually not do this part yet, instead go... That is really riding on her. Ah, I can actually have this follow gravity a little bit more because it happens to be very beautifully going to the gap between her breasts. With the way I positioned this. Okay, let me just decide where exactly this has to go. Like, this is where this is going one way. This is where it's going the other way. Like, this is the kind of the line I need to follow. But this is more like this, because it starts... This is like splaying out this way. Then we have another ring that has to abide by gravity. I was writing a paper about censorship in games and the difference between censorship and imported media between the East and the West. And I couldn't find any I basically couldn't find any academic papers on censorship. I'm a software engineer, specifically trained to make games, which doesn't really help in the general market. But I spent like an hour or two just trying to find papers on censorship and different forms of entertainment media. Couldn't find a damn thing. Then I just went straight to Google Scholar. I mean, I was already on Google Scholar, but instead of typing in this giant statement or like phrase like you usually do on Google Scholar, I typed in hentai as a single word and managed to find everything I was looking for. And like the top, like I was able to use literally the top 10 search results to write my paper after that. So I don't know if it was just search engines just work better with single words, because Google Scholar, at least at the time that I used it, the example they had on like how you should search was to use like this giant phrase that you know could be possibly the title of a paper. I mean, I don't know if it still is like that because it's been a few years now. Yeah. I know the people that I worked with at one point, because I ended up getting a that was when I was doing the job at the with the e-wallet app at the bank. I was told that I was overly qualified for my role, even though at that time I hadn't had another role. Because you know, it seems like HR and the actual business 90% of the time have like different lens on for whatever reason. Because I was in this like really awkward position where for some reason whenever like they had to teach the new people concepts about how the how things were being ran in the team, I was the one teaching them as the other new person, just so that everyone else could like go back to doing what they were doing and we could use our team's time more efficiently. Well, I was in an entry position doing something that I wasn't theoretically supposed to be doing with my qualifications, teaching other new people in the same level as me things that were being used inside the team. Like, that's like the thing, right? Like, if you're looking for a job specifically for what you're studying, you have to also be careful that you don't end up in this position where you're like both overqualified and underqualified, because HR, if they don't know anything and their job is only to hire people, they don't understand anything apart from like how long you've been in a position. Like, it's stupid. But if when you talk to like people on the team, they're like, you're overqualified. Like, why are you here? So like, what the fuck, man? And now I'm not using my degree at all, and I am pretty much sure that I will not be able to get back into an IT job. So, since I've been away from the industry for a while now. Where would I need to go from? Probably won't take over the financial sector anytime soon. The amount of times that something messes up because of something some user did that was stupid is way too high for AI to pick up the slack right now. I can tell you that as a guarantee. The number of times that we had a support ticket that was literally had our senior members who knew like how the app actually worked inside out say, what the fuck happened? It's way too high. Like, you end up having to have like some human manually go into the system to like make the changes anyway. Like, at best we could just write out some code to automate as much of the process of having a human go in there to change the records as we could, but that's as far as it got. The number of times that there was some beautiful, weird fuck up because you never, just like in game development, you'll never have QA catch everything because there'll be some crazy user who breaks it somehow and nobody understands how they broke it. And it's great. It's just that unfortunately, unlike games where you have like dedicated teams of glitch hunters, for real life business applications you don't. You don't know shit breaks until shit actually breaks. You know, I have been I keep meaning to like de-rust on game development, because of all like the AAA slop that's been coming out recently. I've been thinking of like trying to work my way back into the indie market. But I never get around to it. Well, the main problem is like having an idea of what I actually want to do and having like some premise of like something to work on, because that's always the problem with at least that's the problem I always had with doing programming and software engineering. It was really hard to practice, because it's either you had a problem that you had to solve and you were actually creating something to solve it, or you're just like blindly doing stuff and you just don't know if you're getting better or not. Yeah. Well, you know, when they decide that it's not a piece of tech and they remove it, all of the speedrunners get really angry. So, you know. I mean, as far as the conversations I've had with other people who like do some software engineering stuff, I can still like talk at the same level as them, so it's not completely unrealistic for me to get back into it. I just need to have like something to actually like work on, which is the main problem right now. Okay, let us... Let's see if I can just go through... Just like thin the line by a little bit. See how that helps. Yeah. I mean, I do watch GDQ quite a bit. That's like about the extent of how much speedrunning I really look at. Or whenever like a... was it Bennett Foddy style purposely bad game comes out, then I might look for a speedrun of that, because those games are like absolutely hilarious when someone completely breaks it. Well, that and the fact that usually before that happens, there's a whole bunch of videos day one of those games coming out, or like week one of those games coming out, where there's just a whole bunch of different YouTubers getting really angry at them. And I think the biggest one for those was with getting over it with all those Markiplier compilations of him getting real angry at it. Okay, I got that. Isn't that only for like the really old games? That's like a Gen 1, or like Gen... Not Gen 1, like Gen 3? Was Mail in Gen 2? I don't think Mail was in Gen 2. I mean, I know that they say Gen 1 is like incredibly broken. And then Gen 2... The main thing I know that they comment on is that all of those special boars, or this is not really a speedrunning thing, more like just a general thing, was that all of the boars that you can have Kurt make for you don't work correctly. They don't do what they're labeled to do or something. I can't remember what was the main weird thing that happens in Gen 3. I feel like most of the Gen 3 speedruns I see are like pretty normal. There's still times I can't believe I played through the whole of Violet in the state that it was in. I played through that whole game from launch day. Oh, that was an experience. Last I checked, they haven't fixed it. They made a whole giant, big-ass deal about how it's not acceptable that the game is in that state, and they still haven't fixed it, so... The heck is the spot? I played up to Gen 3. Then I played like a little bit of Gen 4 and 5. And then I hadn't played anything until the game started being on the Switch. So I didn't play any of the 3DS ones. So I've played both Sword and Shield and I played Scarlet and Violet. I don't need to do this. Not like that. And not like that. Oh jeez. I thinned the lines and now the lines aren't working. Not like that. It's like my sister really likes the ROM hacks and like fan-made Pokemon games. She tells me about some of the funnier things that come from them. One of them included the Sword and Shield fossils, where there was a fan game that like absolutely shat on it because they had they gave you access to all the fossils, and then the person who was supposed to represent the Sword and Shield fossil was like, I can't seem to find the other pieces to this fossil. Because Because that was the gin where they decided to Frankenstein something together. Oh, way. And Gen 6 being your childhood makes me feel very old. I feel like that happens every time I talk to anyone about Pokemon that isn't like from my generation. Oh, wait. People like to say that the museum joke is more the fact that they dug up ancient fossils and thought they knew exactly what it was and forcibly put it together into some random Frankenstein thing. Because, you know, the colonial era included taking a lot of things and then deciding that they knew exactly what it was and labeling them inside a museum. Alright, give me this brown. I can find that later. Give me this. I can almost use this guy to make this a little tad more red and a little... Actually, no, I want this to be teeth. That's probably done a different layer. What color are gloves? They're white, right? With a little... The shadow has a little bit of shade of a blue. The glove itself is white. Dress, give me this. What am I looking at here? Cloth, cloth, cloth. All of this needs to be... Oh, well, that is a really aggressive red. Well, I'll fill that in later. I can very much see the gaps in there. I need to take our eye color and put that into the halo. There's a very random fun fact I've found about doing all these halos over the few that I've done. Underneath all of the glow and whatever effects that the halo has, like, I think majority of them, unless they have a secondary color or like some solid physical part attached to them, they're basically the color of the student's eyes. And that's been very helpful in very quickly filling in some colors. Eye white, I should do it in a different layer. Probably should actually do iris in a different layer too. Do we have a nice glitter color here? We do. Give me this. Urbanite glass color. I actually can't do. Give me this. That can just sit there for now. This white. That is white. Okay, how much of it's actually white? And where does this start going grey? Well, that's something like the color over the top, honestly. Oh, wait, we just slam this one first. Oh, I didn't do iris ones. Then I need to take this and go. Oh, that's snaking everywhere. Give me this. Oh, right. What am I dealing with here? Oh, good. There's no visible chain. That means I could just do this. We want this to end like what here? Is there like a mildly official one, or are they just like practically BuzzFeed quizzes, like, but on like anime blog sites? What part is this? Kayoko upper body. You know, why not? Probably not actually gonna get to the detail coloring today anyway. Blue Archive, while we're doing this personality quiz. Why are there so many? Oh dear. Well, let's just open a bunch of these and see what happens. Oh, there's a whole category of this. I like how two of these require you to enter a name. Oh, that's because of Euclid's. And then there's another one that's the quiz. Play was this? Guess the Blue Archive character by the voice. Yeesh. I feel like that actually requires like having the character to like have a good memory of that. You know what? Let's open that one as well. Oh, there's a hard mode as well. Let's open that as well, why not? I'm just gonna open a whole bunch of these and just like... We'll mess around out once I'm done filling the flats, why not? Give me this. Do I want this? That's bright. That is very much reflected in light. Is there like a spot where this is less reflected in light? Not really. I'll have to work around that. Oh, I need a line in here. Hold on. I mean, that's just gonna be like full black, but give me this. Plop that into here and here. Give me this. Plop that into here, 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 here. Yeah, well, here I guess. And also her shoes. She's got black heels on. This is close enough. What color is the remainder of this? What is this? It's just white. Oh, from the gaps. At a different point. Let me just clean some lines out of. What the heck is that? Why is the upper body parts here? And this was just white. Well, it pretty much does. I mean, I can also guarantee you that whenever I open Pixiv, the three like major IPs that it tells me is trending is one of them is Blue Archive, the other two are Genshin Impact and Uma Musume. So, you know, all the big things now. Oh, do I need a line here? I don't know if it's affected by my search results at all, but in terms of what I look at or the people I follow on Pixiv, but those are the three things that tells me popular and rising, and not just like currently popular, but rising in popularity. So just want this black here. Oh, sure, I want the silver of the jewelry. I'm gonna have to like really mess with. Well, my lines aren't thick enough, are they? I'm having problems. Oh, where's the phone? Is it ribbon going to be visible at this angle? Not. That'll be really tight if a ribbon's visible. Actually, is a wing going to be visible? I didn't really think about a wing. It will be. I need to put a wing in. I don't want this to actually be the same color as her. It's not really, is it? It's really depending with the light setting. Let's break this up a little bit. What is this? How do I do with a wing? Where's the wing coming out of? It's her tailbone, right? So it should be about here. Sure. Let's just get this line out here for a moment. Hmm? Well, that ain't it. It really sticks out that much when her body is turned. So... something like that? Can I just block where the table is? Yes, I can. Alright. Just block where the table is. Give me colors here. Alright, I need a color for this box though. Let's go something like... Let's make a way less saturated version of that. Makes it easy to work with. Might have changed the color of Irish dress a little bit just to make it easy to work with. Oh, it's leaking everywhere. That's unfortunate. I don't think my lines had that big of a problem. That was a spongy kind of color, something like this. And my lines need a massive cleanup. I got the problems when working with the paint bucket, which I'm pretty sure I should be able to like deal with if I just went through and changed the settings. I just don't know what's changed to change it. I've tried changing them so many times now, and nothing has changed. Like, I can't figure out what the heck's causing it to leak all over the place. Do I want like a kind of bluey silver? Let me just very quickly dig it up. This, give me this, give me. Where's our Handyman 68 into this. Ah, that's a problem. I mean, I did like a very basic style of like this kind of disc, but they have like a plastic covering over the top of it. Oh, whatever. Let's just take this gray and we'll just slap it on the disc here. This one will have a lot more shadows, but whatever. Now that it's all in color, it's very obvious how unbalanced Kayoko's body looks. How do I fix that? Even with her butt a little bit further back, then. Let's go. Being a little bit aggressive here, but I have to make do with what I got. I don't want to change too many of my lines at this point. I think it's a little slime. Well, the main problem's the legs. Don't know how much I can do for the upper body, realistically speaking. It's easier to change this one because it's just this lines to mess with. Let's just get rid of this spot. Yeah, I'm gonna merge some of these layers down just to make this easy to work with. Just gonna merge these, and we'll merge these. This should be mostly Kayoko, and this should be mostly Aru. I wanted her upper body to be like slightly leaning forward, but didn't really get the proportions as nice as I would have liked. Yeah, we'll go with this. What? Why did it do that? Oh, that's so annoying. I'll have to fix the lines here, it's fine. Hmm. Um, um, um. I was trying to keep the outer frame so I don't have to worry about the H2. Yeah, proportion works a bit better like that. Alright, what do I need to fix? Can I actually just like sell like the pot in there or not? That's not like full of the white. We need to redo like our whole heat area, but let's get rid of like the big chunks that really need to be out of there. Jeez. Honestly, I'll probably just fix the more annoying part of this next time. Because that's going to require me throwing down a green screen to find all the leaks. There's ways to draw over things if I'm using what's up here? Does that cover the whole backside? No, it doesn't. That's going to take a little bit of removing. Hmm. Oh, there. Going through some fixes on the color right now. After I just resized a couple of things. Should probably just actually do the proper color fixing. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm not doing quizzes today. I didn't fix all of that. Alright, gotta be a bit of a flashbang, but let's go through and actually deal with all of these colors. Okay, well, this is just an illustration, so, layers, there's plenty. Well, it's not. There's, like, a couple of line layers, like 4 line layers and then a single color layer. There was the model that I worked on before that had the beautiful number of layers. It got to the point where Live 2D was lagging. Actually, I still have it up here. I do. There was like the Mario sticker here. How many layers is that? Can't remember actually. How many layers was that? Because what? These parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just for her veil. There's at least 5 plus another 5 for each flower. 3 for the leaves. I think I did those buds coming off her flowers in 1. 2 for this piece of side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, for front here. Then 2 pieces at the back side of her head there. There was one, I think it was 1 or 2 pieces for the side here on her left side of her head. And then I think her hands was 1 layer, and then her body was 1 layer underneath, and then the eyes, I think, were... The lashes were 3 layers each. The eyeball was 1 layer, the eye white was 1 layer. The blush was 3 layers. How much is that now? Like 30, 40 something different layers? Yeah, that's why I need the green screen at the back to pick it all out. You can kind of see like a bit of green sticking through here. Honestly, this green isn't as effective as I would like on top of her because it's a really bright color. Oh, we'll go with like do this. I think might stand out a bit better. At least against the white, it stands out a bit better. So we'll just go with that. I'll do the eye white in a different color, so or different layer. So gonna live with the fact that there's the paper color just stretching into her eye for a while. Let's get rid of the strip of color that I need to remove. Let's get there, and anything else I need to know about? Well, apart from this. I really need to find a way to like do these supermodels without causing Live 2D to lag. I think I might just use a really aggressive amount of blend shapes. I probably could, but that's always a little bit dodgy when it comes to controlling things. But that also cuts down the deformer count by a huge number. That was here, this is skin. Then this is hair. I need to erase more of up here where I can. What else do you know about? Okay, this is hair here, skin here, hair up here. Well, it's freaking. You can barely see the white against her skin. Oh dear. This is the part where it'd be a lot better, but I just didn't do this on the same layer. That would make this a lot easier. Okay, clean that up. Go straight over the top of that a little bit because it's easier to go back on top of this to do that. Just fully fill this in for a moment. It's easy to work with. Get this gray into here. Then we want to get this gray into. Jeez. Filling on top of black is always such a giant pain in the butt. This hand, or more like eyeball measured spacing on these is so horrifically off, it's great. Also, just as a random fact, I'm not bothering with the bit where the eye white's gonna go because I'm gonna draw on top of that anyway. So it's a little redundant to deal with the color where the eye white would be. Boy, her nails are painted. I just need to go black on black with that part. Actually, I should probably do the nails on a different layer. That'll probably help. It's like it doesn't fill properly on top of the pixels that make up the line. It's really unfortunate. Let's fill that in. Oh boy, what the heck happened here? Oh, there's a pixel left over. Glorious. Bum. Okay. Oh, that is the main salvaging part of what I just changed. I still see some pink in here. You figure out what to do with the glass as well when it comes down to it. How bad is this? Is a bit here, a bit here. And again, I need a green here. Actually, what color am I not using? How about a bright as blue? Can I see bright as blue through this? Kind of. Every time I look at my own calligraphy, especially when it turns to the block characters, it's like, man, it was bad. I need to fix the lines here so badly too. Line cleanup. What else do we do here? It's mostly fine. Oh, let's put things happen here. Alright, what are we dealing with here? Let's get here and get here. Oh boy. Alright, what about the other side? This one came out a lot better. You know, there's just like possible gaps in the pixels with this side in general. Let's go. Okay, that is most of Kayoko. No, this should be. What should this be? Thumb? No, this should still be hand, right? Should it still be hand underneath there? Yeah, it will be, because you'll be your fingers wrapping around. And what color do I put on the arrow? Green? Bright as green? Well, you know, it's basically the lightest color you can use in general for skin color, while still having like a very mild shade to it. So it's not completely white. We also have to take into account that I am pulling the colors from a illustration which has lighting, so it's not like fully accurate, which is why I usually like also pause for a little bit before I decide on where exactly to pull the skin color from a lot of time, because it's not 100% accurate, because once light is on top of skin, it does lighten it quite a bit significantly. Oh, I hate this spot. Just didn't get underneath my pixels properly. Why? Why? All you had to do is get underneath the pixels. Like, I know I'm going over time, but I'm gonna just fix all of the gaps right now. There'll still be some of the background poking through, but it'll mostly be for the high whites, and that can wait for when the detail coloring goes down. Oh, how do I deal with this? Oh, there's so much green that you can just kind of see poking through. Well, at least like green actually shows up on her, not like on Kayoko, where the green wasn't particularly coming through her hair because of how bright everything was. Let's see. Is that everything I should know about for this general area of her? Oh boy. Need to figure out how to make those things look reflective as well. Let's do that. Alright, what else do I need to be aware of? I love like the bigger parts where it's the ways to see that there's something poking through. Maybe I'll like zoom in properly to deal with it. Let's do that. Just leave where the eye white goes. Oh, there's more of a line cleanup. Can I pop that out? Oh, glorious. Can I pop this out? Good enough. Not on that layer. I gotta love it when the colors just start leaking everywhere. Do I care about this one gap here? I guess I do. Okay, that's all of the parts that actually need color filling, I think. I haven't really looked at the table, but the table's fine. That thing needs a huge amount of shadow anyway. I don't know if I'm gonna try and do more to the background. I mean, which way would this even be facing? This will be facing the other way. This will be facing the wall that I can't see. Whatever. Okay, so anyways, that'll do for today. I'm not doing any quizzes because I'm going over time here, but is there any that I'm just gonna look for them really quick just to see if there's anything that seems interesting anyway. Just to see if I pull this. I could pull this up again next time, but I think the most interesting ones that I've pulled up are more like the guess the voice ones. These came up based on talking about doing these personality quiz things, but I mean these personality quiz ones are like what? This one hasn't been updated since like January of last year, so it's like nearly 2 years old. So there's only like 53 different results as they have it written here. This one doesn't say how many results they have. And then, well, this one wants me to close my ad block. I don't know how many are in these ones. Maybe I'll pull some of these up next time, but not right now. Alright, so anyways, continue along with the detailed portion of the coloring, which means that there will no longer be my paper color, which is currently bright as green screen green coming through the back of their eyes, because that will be replaced by eye white, and then we'll work from there. In terms of the detail in their eyes, they both have relatively simple detail in their eyes, so that shouldn't actually take too long. So it's just mostly a matter of how I want to do lighting and how I want to do metallics, because metallics are going to be the biggest pain in the butt here. Alright, so anyways, thank you very much for watching today's session of finishing up line art, some adjustments, and then laying down the flat colors. If you want to see more of this, should be subscribed or followed, depending on where you're watching from. Leave a like because it helps me out, and I'll see you all next time.